Good morning to you from the Valley of Joy. How are you? Have you slept? Have you eaten? Are you well? It's not dawn yet. Can't really tell. It's too foggy to know. Check out the valley. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful, foggy, misty morning. And I've been talking to lots of people of late as I consult and do work on leadership and teams and cultures and how to build effective teams in this post-COVID world. And lots of people are debating, are we going to completely turn to work from home, or are we going to go back to the office, and what's best? And it's a tricky question, and it kind of does depend on your industry. It does depend on the nature of your work, and it also kind of depends on your business and on the location of employees. But the reality is, I think, as we move through this post-COVID world, we're going to need to move into a bit of a blend. Morning, Grandmother Tree. A bit of a blend. A bit of a blend between working from home and working from the office. Because what we're starting to see, some people, I believe, really thought they could just entirely work from the office. Mavari, stop. They thought they could completely go to office-based only. But the cracks for that are starting to show. Work from home only. Lots of people thought they could just work from home. And the cracks are starting to show. What I'm starting to see with teams I'm getting invited in to work with is we're starting to see some disengagement. We're starting to see the cracks showing from people not having that social interaction at work, from some team breakdown and some challenges with communication because people are not in person. They're not having those incidental discussions that you normally get when you're in an office together. They're not bumping into each other in corridors, essentially. They're not discussing other things in the cracks between the meetings. Instead, everything's become planned and structured. And then there are some workplaces that are trying to force everyone back to work. And they're getting resistance. They're getting people who have now gotten used to doing the 3 or 4 o'clock school run now going, I want to do the school run and I can't because I'm at an office. It's changed my childcare arrangements, all sorts of things. And so what I think we're going to need, regardless of the industry you're in and where you're based, is a blended workplace. We're going to need some opportunity to work from home, and that's great for that flexibility and that family life and that feeling of purpose. But we're all going to need to go to work some days. And I know some of the agencies and companies I'm working with are doing a landing day. So they might have one day a week where everyone goes into the office together so that they all land together on a day, whether that's a Wednesday or a Thursday or something. And that way they get that social interaction. Everyone gets seeing each other and coming together. And so I do think we're going to need a blended workplace. I don't think there's any one solution. But I know that lots of people are experimenting. And even if there's some teething problems while that experiment goes on, I think that's a great thing. Because it's bringing up conversations that maybe we haven't always had. Or there would be the 1 or 2 odd people, maybe a mum coming back from maternity leave, or someone who gets a job but lives further away, trying to negotiate 1 day a week working from home. But in this post-COVID world, it's a conversation we're all having. And so that's a great thing because it brings about innovation. It brings around new discussions that we haven't had as workplaces before. So I encourage you to keep talking about it with your employees, with your boss, with your peers. Keep talking about what works for you. And it may not be a one size fits all, and you mightn't get all the things that you want, but I bet it's going to be a heck of a lot better than it was before the world got locked down. So a blended workforce, I think, is the way of the future. It's not all just via technology. We're still human, and we still need to touch and feel and connect. Hope you have a beautiful day, whether you're working from home or the office. Much love. Peace out from the valley.